Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro said Caracas is breaking off diplomatic relations with the U.S., giving American diplomats 72 hours to leave the country, after Donald Trump recognized the opposition leader as interim head. Maduro announced the move to a large crowd of cheering supporters from a balcony of the presidential Miraflores Palace in Caracas, shortly after the U.S., and then several Latin American countries, decided to recognize the opposition leader Juan Guaido as Venezuela's interim president. U.S. President Donald Trump earlier sided with Guaido, who on Wednesday proclaimed himself the country's acting head, officially recognizing him as such. Maduro's government, in its turn, was described by Trump as an illegitimate regime. Also on Right.com, Trump recognizes U.S.-backed head of Venezuela's opposition Juan Guaido as country's interim president. Elsewhere in the Americas, Argentina, Brazil, Costa Rica, Ecuador, Guatemala, Chile, Colombia, Paraguay, and Peru all followed suit within 2 hours of the U.S. move. They were also joined by the Organization of American States, OAS, as well as Canada. Also on Right.com, Brazil's Bolsonaro recognizes Guaido as Venezuela's acting head, while Mexico stands by Maduro. Mexico chose not to, still recognizing Maduro as the country's president for now, as a government spokesperson put it. Socialist Bolivia, on the other hand, pledged full support to Nicolas Maduro in the fight against the claws of imperialism, as tweeted by President Evo Morales. Venezuela's foreign minister lashed out at subordinate clowns who he said followed the owner of the imperialist circus in recognition of Guaido, as expected. The opposition leader meanwhile promised in a tweet that Venezuela will continue to maintain diplomatic relations with all the countries of the world. Subscribe to RT newsletter to get stories the mainstream media won't tell you. Also subscribe, BMTV Africa.